G'day Gooners, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm joined with George, as always. Today we're going to be talking about the unfortunate 1-1 draw, obviously 2 days ago. Yeah, it wasn't the best result for us, really. Let's just get straight into it, honestly, because it wasn't a great game, but there's still a lot to talk about, though.
100%, 100%. Yeah, away at Stamford Bridge. I mean, in hindsight, you take a point away at Stamford Bridge. It's a tough place to go. But yeah, to be honest with you, I thought we were very poor on the day. We just didn't really show up. Um, yeah, there's not really much really more to say about it in general. Continuing from a set piece, obviously heard the news just over an hour before kickoff that Saliba was injured, which meant Hincapié and Mosquera partnered each other. I personally didn't think it worked very well. I didn't think we started very well. I thought they were very aggressive, Chelsea, very assertive. They were trying to press us high, trying to really get in our faces, and it stifled us. It really
Yeah.
stifled us, and we couldn't really string more than three passes together. I
No.
thought the centre back pairing, when each of them is playing with one of Saliba and Gabriel, they're usually fine. Um, but a whole new partnership, you could just see that the whole rest of the team struggled because of it. Um, yeah, it didn't look very normal. We looked all of a sudden very shaky at the back.
Yeah.
Mistakes were starting to happen. Rice had to drop deeper to cover for Zubimendi's, I guess, faults in his game and like physical attributes. I'm talking. Uh, uh, um, we started picking up yellow cards almost straight away. The game was quite feisty. It was quite, yeah, I think feisty is probably the right word
Yeah.
from both teams. There was a lot of tackles going in. There wasn't a lot of flow to the game. The ref was blowing his whistle every
Yeah.
minute, and it was, yeah. I think everything that Arteta's built in terms of us sort of dictating the pace of a game and the rhythm of the game means that we need to have the ball at our feet. And there was fouls every minute, so we didn't have the ability to do that, and that just sort of gave Chelsea the opportunity to grow into the game a lot faster than we would have liked.
Yeah, it was a really, really stop-start sort of game. I don't think the ref particularly did a great job, to be honest. I think he was just trying to whip out too many cards, to be honest. In a game like at that magnitude and going into it, obviously it's London rivals and the position of the league table. I feel like you just have to let some stuff go to let it flow better. But yeah, going into the game, it was really disappointing right at the start of the game when you see that Saliba is just out in the last training session. It's so unlucky since he had that injury like against Liverpool. So it seems like when we play these big teams, like he's just not available, which is just it's such a shame because obviously without Gabriel there, like the fitness of Saliba is super, super important. And I completely agree with what you said about when Hincapié or Mosquera play alongside Gabriel or Saliba on their own, it's completely fine because the other one kind of guides them. But together, it's just I don't know if it works right now. And obviously that will build with time. But the only time we've seen that partnership was, I believe, in the Brighton Carabao Cup game. And I don't know if there's a few warning signs from that game. I don't know if you remember that game, but Brighton did have a lot of wasted chances in that game. So
Yeah,
maybe that was something that we kind of brushed over at the time because we won, what was it, 2-0, I think? 2-0 at the time. So it wasn't really something we focused on, but I guess it is kind of it definitely highlighted in a game of that size. So either way, that partnership will grow. But I mean, yeah, again, 1-1, it's not the worst result. I think it's good that we've had a couple of days to kind of just chill and reflect on the result. Because right off the game, I was like, no, this is 2 points dropped, 2 points dropped, which it is, but it's not the worst 2 points to drop. You know what I mean? So
100%, one
yeah,
hundred percent. And I'll be honest, like a lot of the time when I see a lineup and I'm confident because I trust the manager, I didn't feel that an hour and 10, 15 minutes before kickoff, waking up, I don't know, was it 1:45 for us? I don't
3:30
know.
is even worse. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it was a
terrible.
3:30 kickoff. It was but I'm saying that when the team news came out, was it
Oh
what
yeah, yeah,
2:15? Two
yeah.
fifteen when team news came out. Um, I don't understand if Odegaard is fit, why he's not playing. I just don't get it. Like,
Yeah,
especially when you're playing away from home. At home, you're going to dictate the ball most of the time. So having an Eze playing as a number 10 or a second striker playing off Jokeres or Marino, whoever is playing up front, is fine because we're going to get most of the ball and we'll have the ability with the crowd on our side for Zubimendi and Rice to be able to dictate the pace of the game by themselves. But in a game of that magnitude, away from home, when the fans at Stamford Bridge are loud and they're getting in our faces, we couldn't establish control of the game. And it wasn't until Odegaard then came on the pitch that we started to control the tempo of the game, and it came through him. And listen, he gave the ball away quite a few times, and that's one thing. But I remember the amount of times that Alexis used to give the ball away.
Yeah.
But no one cared because he scored goals and got assists, and he brought the energy that asked. Yeah, he's trying difficult passes, and that was what I thought Odegaard was trying to do when he came on. Yeah, there was some technical errors that he made, and he misplaced passes, and there was a few like chip through balls. I think he just didn't connect with it properly. But he's trying those passes that others are not capable of doing. And our goal actually came from Odegaard. I think Odegaard played the ball into Saka. It was a simple pass, but having someone in that right half space was something that we didn't have before because Eze plays more centrally. So I thought that was a massive mistake from Arteta not playing your captain.
Yeah, and I think just on Odegaard as well, like he obviously did make a lot of mistakes, but we've got to remember like he's been out for a while as well. Like those mistakes will dry up. Like he will be fine in a few weeks. Like he should
100%.
Definitely, in my opinion, he's got to start the Brentford game surely. But it was really disappointing. I don't know if he is fully fit. I don't know what's going on, but I was disappointed when I saw he wasn't in the lineup, and I was screaming for him to come on for the whole game. Like especially at halftime, I felt like having the whole half against 10 men with Odegaard. I feel like maybe could have been different. Obviously, Caicedo, red card for me. I think I'm sure you agree as well. But there's just something about even when like you're watching the replay and you can see his studs right on that part of the foot. As an Arsenal fan, like any other team, you're like, oh, red. But when they're watching the replay, like, oh my god, they're going to find a way not to give this. But they obviously did in the end. I think it was a silly challenge from Caicedo as well. What were your thoughts on that challenge?
I mean, as soon as I saw the challenge back, I was like, obviously that's a red card.
Yeah.
But I'm on a group chat with non-Arsenal fans, and they were like, that's such a harsh red card. So I'm like, what? No. He's been hit like almost just above where the ankle is with a lot of force.
It was force, yeah.
It was proper force, and his studs were showing. It's a red card. Like whichever way you look at it, it's a red card. And I thought he was lucky not to be on a yellow card earlier. I think he pushed one of our players, and I think Enzo also did that and didn't. I don't know. The ref was a bit strange, but you're always going to get that at this level. Unfortunately, we have spoken about refs quite a lot, so I don't want to make this about refs. But I thought the ref got it wrong because he gave a yellow, obviously, but VAR told him to go to the monitor and it was overturned. So fair enough, the right decision was given in the end. Chelsea went down to 10 men, but we also had 3 yellow cards in our back four. and Zubimendi, all in the first, was it 25 minutes or 30 minutes, which I don't think helped very much, which meant then at half time, was it that Miles came on for Calafiori? And then within 10 minutes, he also got yellow carded. So that didn't help us very much. And within that 10-minute period, Chelsea got a corner. And from the corner, they did to us what we have done to so many other teams. Was it Trevor Chalobah?
Yeah. Chalobah,
Trevor Chalobah who got the goal. I personally thought that I don't know. I've seen a few things here online that I think was Enzo was in an offside position and he sort of nudged Mosquera so he couldn't get the ball.
At the time, I was because I was watching the game with my brother and I was saying like, hang on, isn't that offside? Like no one's even talking about that, but nothing seemed to be given. Then I saw people talking about it on Twitter and I was like, we saw, what was it, that Liverpool goal disallowed for something probably a bit weaker than that. Like if Enzo isn't there, like was it Mosquera that was there?
I believe it was Mosquera.
Whatever it was, like they probably would have headed that off the line, no? Like I don't know.
I think when it comes, I think when it comes to those sorts of decisions, there are going to be some that you get during a season, and there are going to be some that you don't. And you just got to look at it as it will probably even itself out over the course of the season, and that's that. We went 1-0 down, and we had to respond. This was probably the first game where I really thought, they're going to really struggle to get back in this game. Like it's a tough game to get back into, but get back into it, we did. The goal came from Mikel Merino again. I think that's his 28th goal contribution in
That's
2025.
crazy. Big game
So
player. I think he's a big
big
game
game
player.
player,
Yeah.
man. He is. He is. He's a very smart player. Knows exactly what position to get in. And we said it came from Odegaard. Odegaard made a pass out to Saka. Saka with a beautiful delivery with his left foot into Marino, who heads home. We go 1-1, and then what? Do you remember what minute we actually scored in? What minute was that?
It was, I just had to look at it before. I think it was 57th, 58th, something like that. Late
Yeah,
50s,
yeah.
yeah. So we had about a
And we had
decent 35 minutes to go, and we didn't really. It seemed like nothing really even happened. Like we didn't. The only chance I can think of that even happened for the rest of the game was that Timber Gyökeres sort of mix up at the end. I think if that
yeah.
goes to Gyökeres, I think he scores that. Honestly,
Yeah, but it's one of those situations where, like, if he didn't really scream for it, I don't
yeah,
know,
it's the
in a
thing. You never
split
know. Yeah,
second, yeah, in a split second, if you're Timber, you're going to head it because you see the ball there. You think, can I win the game?
yeah,
Maybe, and you just throw your body at it. But yeah, it was good to see Gyökeres get back on the pitch after a
yep.
period of time on the sidelines as well. I mean, he didn't really have much to do, but yeah, he put himself about. Obviously, not the best day for us as Arsenal
No,
fans, but listen, over the season, you're not going to win every single game. So you got to make sure that you don't lose the games that you're not playing very well in. This was one of those games where we just didn't really show up.
yeah,
So I came away from the game a little bit frustrated that we didn't leave with 3 points because I thought, they spent what 60 odd minutes with 10 men Chelsea. So
yeah.
uh, I don't know. I feel like really good City teams of old find a way to win that game, if I'm honest. But we didn't. But we take a point. You take a point, you
You take
move,
it. Yeah,
and you think about the next game. And the next game for us is Brentford. Brentford at the
yeah,
Emirates.
yeah,
Tomorrow morning, it's a 6:30 kickoff, so a lot better in terms of the
yeah.
time for us. Um, what do you make of the game? What do you make of Brentford? I guess their recent form, maybe some tricky players that we need to look out for, and anything of that nature, Cal.
Obviously, Brentford's always been a team that's caused us a few problems at the Emirates. So that, like the ones that come to my mind, believe we drew with them last season. Then that season before, when I think Tony scored and it was 1-1, something like that. They're very, I wouldn't say a bogey team, but they do cause some problems. They're like a decent, mid table club. So I have a lot of respect for them because obviously they gave us David Raya. Thank you for that because exceptional goalkeeper. But yeah, I think probably their main player at the moment is probably Thiago. I believe he's on red hot form, scoring goals. I think he's got like maybe what 11 goals this season. I think, which is just incredible. Like I didn't even know who he was. Apparently, he was at Brentford last season as well, but I didn't play much. But
He was injured, I think, last season.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, he looks to be a player to watch out for. But any other players that we need to watch out for? The good goalkeeper as well, Kelleher, ex Liverpool.
They have. I like Mikhail Damsgaard. I think he's a very
Oh
good player.
yes,
He
he's
plays,
quality. Yeah, I rate him. I rate him.
and obviously Jordan Henderson,
Yep.
who we obviously know very well. And I mean, talking about set pieces, they've got Coyote, who has probably one of the longest throws I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
he causes all sorts of trouble. I know that he one of his throws caused a goal against Liverpool when they played against Liverpool.
yeah,
Um, they've got a few really good players. Kevin Shard, I think his name is
yep. Might need to
Shade or Shard.
push in the advertising boards at the Emirates tomorrow. What do you reckon?
Maybe he's very quick. He's a good player. Um, who else do they have? Um, they've got quite a lot of injury. Oh, you know who they do have is Reece Nelson on loan, but he won't be able to play
Yeah,
obviously
true.
because he's
Yep.
playing against us. Um, yeah, I would say that's probably it in terms of the real quality.
Yeah.
I quite like Aaron Hickey, who
Oh
plays
yeah.
left back, right back.
Yeah.
I know they've got Rico Henry, who a few seasons ago really looked like he was going to be a top left back, but he's been really unlucky with injuries.
Yeah.
I've got a few of my ex housemates at uni. They're big Brentford fans, so every time Brentford comes around, I'm extra hoping that we beat them because it goes off in our group chat almost every
Nice.
time. We were actually, I was at uni when Brentford just got promoted to the Premier League, and
Oh
when
wow.
we went to their place first game of the
Oh
season, we
yeah.
yeah, that wasn't a good time in my house for me. That, um, but yeah, no, the last couple of years we've done all right. We've done all right. What are you expecting team wise for us for tomorrow? Do you think Arteta will change it up Would you think he'll rotate?
Um, I think it's a good time to get into the lineups because I've got a player that I want to play that I think might be a little bit left field, but I don't know why no one's even talking about it. I don't know if you can guess it, but I think Arteta will probably rotate a bit. Yeah, because I think just we've got to mention before as well that Chelsea game. I think our players just looked a little bit tired as well from the week that they'd had. Like
For
obviously
sure.
you take 7 points from like that run of games as well, but they just looked lethargic, and I think rotation is needed. Obviously, all respect to Brentford, good team, but obviously not quite at the level of Chelsea. Fine, I mean they're better than Spurs, but everyone is at the moment. But um, yeah, I think rotations, but I don't want to spoil too much. Should we just do the lineups then? I'll let you go first because I got some interesting ones. So
Yeah, so I am going to rotate. I am going to rotate. I just think
yep,
that, it's been a big week for Arsenal uh, in terms of energy expenditure and just, I don't know, the overall size of the games. There were big games we had, North London
yep,
Derby, Bayern in the Champions League, Chelsea away, big games.
yep.
So I think Raya keeps his place for me. Um, yeah, it's the Premier League, so Raya
Of
plays.
course, of course.
I'm going to give Timber a rest. I
Yep.
think I think Timber's played a lot of football, considering obviously, I don't know, obviously it's been quite a while since his ACL injury, but he also did have surgery at the end of last season. So
Yep.
I'd give Ben White a go at right back. I think the trio on that right hand side of a few seasons ago, I would love to see that sort of relationship start again.
Yep.
So I would play those three, but I'll get there when I get there. Centre backs, they pick for themselves, unfortunately, at the moment. Both Saliba and Gabriel aren't ready. So Mosquera and Hincapié will start together again. Um, I would, I would keep Calafiori in at left back. I think Miles, because of the yellow card, got half and got 45 minutes under his belt in the Chelsea game. But I think Calafiori comes back in.
Yep.
Um, this is where I would go slightly different. I think I would probably. Oh, it's so hard. We're at home, so I'd probably go Declan Rice as the six. I'd give Zubimendi a rest. I think.
Okay.
Um, even Deck could probably use a rest, but I would still play him. I just think he's been so good for us in the last, I don't know,
Yep.
2 seasons, but specifically he's been really really good during this week. I think he was probably our best performer against Chelsea as well. So I'd go him in the six. I'd have Odegaard on one side and I'd have Eze on the other side. So I'd play 2 8/10s. On the left, I would go Noni Madueke.
Yep.
On the right, I'd go Saka. And up top, ooh,
Obviously,
I'd probably go.
Jesus was on the bench against Chelsea. Good to see
He
him kind of
was
back. But I don't
he
think he's
was
fully ready. And I'm glad he
yeah
didn't play in that game as well.
yeah. I don't think he's ready
I
yet.
think
I'd
this might be the game that you give him a little 10 minutes at the end, 5 minutes at the end, sort of. Yeah.
100%, 100%. I would really love to see him get back on the pitch. I
Love
just
it.
think he
Yeah.
actually adds a lot for us.
I can't
I
wait. I
know
can't wait.
a lot
I'm
of
a
Arsenal
big
fans
Jesus
disagree,
lover.
though. Yeah, me too. But a lot of Arsenal fans disagree. They think
Yeah.
he's washed. They think he's too old. He's too injury prone. But I think there's a lot of quality there, and he can
Yeah.
really change a game if we need him to. So I would try and get him on the pitch at some point. But I would start Victor Gyökeres up top.
Yeah.
I think it's really harsh on Marino. When we need it, Marino is usually there to get us out of trouble or to I don't know, score an equalizer or a winner. Like he's been amazing for us, but I just feel like at home you need a proper number 9 on the pitch if you
Yeah.
can. So I would play Victor Gyökeres. What
So
about you? What would
what
you
was
do?
your midfield? Sorry, you had Rice, Odegaard. Did you say
And Eze.
Eze? Okay. Right. Well, that okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I'd go Rice, Odegaard, and Eze. And
Yeah.
I would even be, honestly, I would even be tempted to go Rice, Odegaard, Marino, and then have Eze out on the left and
Okay.
Saka out on the right and and not play Noni and bring on Noni.
Yeah.
But I'd be happy either way, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty much my midfield, but I'll get into my team. Obviously, David Raya in goal. This is where we're going to differ. I still think I would play Timber at right back. I think
Okay.
obviously maybe someone for the end, but centre backs. I want to see Ben White come back in at centre back. Like he hasn't played much football. We saw the relationship between Hincapié and Mosquera not the greatest. We looked a little bit shaky. why not put Ben White there? If it's not working as well, we can put Timber there and put Ben White on the right. Like Ben, he's fresh. Like I know he's still coming back from. He's been on the bench for so long. I know people say he's coming back from injury, but like he's not even playing, so I'm sure he's fine. Like he needs minutes under his belt, and I think at home in a game where we should win, him playing centre back will give him a lot of confidence as well. And people seem to forget that like he was a centre back when we bought him.
True.
He was only became right back because we didn't have anyone there for that season. Then he kind of just went really well. He had an exceptional season, 22-23, and he kind of just became a right back from there. So I'd start him and alongside Hincapié. Left back, I'll go Calafiori. Midfield, I'm actually going to drop Marino back in the midfield in the 8. Put Rice in the 6. Odegaard there. On the left, Eze. On the right, Saka. And up front, Gyökeres.
Yeah. I'd be happy with either, to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
same. I
Um,
think so.
I just really want to go. I want us. Sorry, I can't even speak. I want us to go out there, and I want us to just take the game to Brentford. I
Yeah,
really want us to
yeah.
go and destroy them. Like we need a response from the Chelsea game, and it needs to be a positive one. It really does. In terms of the way Brentford play, um, I think they could potentially play a back three/back five against us. To be honest. Um, but they haven't done of late. So you just never know. But a lot of these teams, when they come to the Emirates, they do park up and
Yeah.
just try and
Yeah.
limit that space in the middle, which again further emphasizes why Martin Odegaard has to play in this game for me.
Yeah.
Massive shame that Kai is not available.
Yeah.
It's like setback after setback. Kind
Yeah.
of feel bad for him, but hopefully he comes back stronger. Uh, and yeah, I guess over to score predictions. What do you reckon for this one, Cal?
Just before score predictions, I just want to play devil's advocate a little bit. Obviously, we're probably expecting Brentford to sit back, and obviously we played against a back five many times this season. Obviously, Burnley, Sunderland, all those teams. Do you,
Yeah.
I was seeing some discourse online that Chelsea game kind of highlighted that you can get at Arsenal. Do you see any chance at all that Brentford might just go for it, or do you
No.
expect them to just sit back? Yeah,
I don't expect them to go for it, especially at the Emirates. Maybe if they
yeah,
were at home, then it would be a different story. But
true, true.
I've seen this book too many times. I've read this book too many times. I've seen this movie too many times. The amount
Yeah,
of times that teams that know that they're not as good as us come to the Emirates, they're not going to come and press us. If they
yeah,
press us, then good luck to them. We
yeah,
saw what happened. We saw what happened when Atletico Madrid came to the Emirates, known for their defensive stability, and tried to press us. We absolutely killed them.
yeah,
And same thing happened with Bayern in the second half. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's not something that I expect, but good luck to them if they want to do that. And no problem, no problem. What do you reckon?
Score predict. Sorry, my score predictions.
No, in terms of just
Oh,
I guess how you think Brentford will come to the
oh no,
Emirates.
no,
Do
I
you,
agree with you. I was just throwing it out there. Just I don't know because I saw people online saying like, "Oh, this game proves that like you can get Arsenal," but I think obviously at home it's a completely just different story. So I do expect that they'll just sit back like most teams have when they come to the Emirates this season. Yeah,
Not
it's
just
gonna.
that though, like Chelsea are a good side. Let's not beat around the
Yeah, of
bush.
course. Yeah,
They've spent a lot of money on developing a really really strong squad, in my opinion. Probably one of the strongest squads in the league. Like
yeah,
you got to think of the players who weren't even playing. Romeo Lavia, who cost them 50 million, and is a really really good midfielder, wasn't playing.
yeah.
And I'm trying to think of others. I'm sure there are others. My Chelsea friends would
Cole
will
Palmer.
be. Cole, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Cole Palmer didn't even get on, and they went down to 10 men, and their best player, almost probably their best player, didn't make it past half an hour or 35 minutes. And I tell you, before we actually move on to the score predictions, I do want to shout out one of the Chelsea players because I think it's important that as Arsenal fans, we're not so, I guess, so deep in our Arsenal hole that we don't
yeah,
acknowledge really, really good performances. I thought Reece James was
yeah.
absolutely outstanding
Brilliant.
against us. And especially because like I see him more as a right back, but he actually played as a midfielder. I thought he
He
was
was
everywhere,
everywhere.
and
He wasn't even a
he
midfielder. He
really
was
was.
just everywhere, man. Like
He really was.
I
He's gone
think
up in my
he.
estimations. Honestly, I
Yeah.
know he's a world class player, and
It's
I
just the
really
injuries.
like.
It's literally just the injuries
Yeah,
the past few seasons. Like we all know that he's a class player and he's always shown glimpses of it, but he could just never string games together, which is his problem. But I think, funnily enough, I think James won the Rice Caicedo debate on the day. He ran the
yeah, so
midfield,
true.
so Yeah, all credit to him. Obviously, I'm sure you're probably more happier with that performance in a way than me because for England World Cup year, he looks like a quality player for you guys to probably go to the World Cup. Like if he keeps up this, then he has to make it in the World Cup, surely.
Oh, he'll definitely get in the squad just because his relationship with Thomas Tuchel. You know, Tuchel was
Yeah,
Chelsea
true.
coach
Good
once
point.
upon a time. So yeah, no, he'll definitely go. But yeah, he's probably at the moment cementing his place as the first choice right back for England. Obviously, Trent's a different story. He's been injured and he's not really in favour at Real
Yeah.
Madrid, and he's a different option, obviously. Um, but yeah, nah, Reece James was outstanding on the day and deserved all the credit that he got from the media world.
Yeah. Score predictions. I'll let you go first. I forget who went first last week, but
I think it was you. I'll be
I'll
honest.
let you go first. I'll let you go first.
I think we're going to bounce back. I think we're going to
Yeah.
go. I think we're going to go well. I think we're going to win 3-0 tomorrow.
Okay. I was jumping between a 2-0 and a 3-0, but I'll go 2-0. Oh,
Perfect.
should,
Two
should I go
clean
for the
sheets.
four? Should I go for the 4-0 though?
Why not do it? Back yourself, mate.
4-0. Calling it.
Love it.
Come on. Let's do it. 4-0, I reckon. But again, this game, I think you were right in saying you just want to see them go out there and just absolutely just smash them. I think this game is just like on paper, it doesn't look like a super important game. Like a Brentford at home. I know that causes problems in the past, but like you win that game on paper, 3 points at the Emirates. But like it's more than just the
Have to,
three
man.
points though. Like I don't want like a scrappy 3 point. I want like a domination 3 point. Like after that week, we have to bounce back strong because like obviously December it's just jam packed with games. If this will like rebuild our momentum if we just go out there and just destroy them. So
Man,
hopefully
especially because City
get it
City are
done.
coming at us, man. You know, they're starting to put on the pressure. I know they
Two
sort of got
points,
away with it.
2 points. We're on 30, and they're on 28 now. So I
Yeah,
mean, it's
man.
even bigger in that context. So definitely to win. That was a crazy, crazy game. I still haven't seen the highlights of that, but just scoring.
Mental
Obviously,
game.
Smith Rowe and Iwobi both scoring. So shout out to them as well. Almost the
Yeah,
boys,
well,
the boys
no,
almost did it, but
nah, no shout out. I don't like almost. I won't do it. But you know what? It doesn't matter what they do. We got to go and do our business, and we're going to do
yep,
it tomorrow. We're going to win 3-0 at the Emirates, and it's going to be absolutely dandy.
do it. Let's do man of the match predictions. Who do you reckon's going to run the game?
Ooh, it's hard to vote against Declan Rice at the moment just because
Yep.
of how dominant he's been. But I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. I feel like Saka's going to show
Okay.
up. You know.
I'm
What
gonna.
about
I'm
you?
saying little Odegaard masterclass. I reckon.
Beautiful.
I
Love it.
reckon, yeah, get it
Absolutely love
done.
it.
Yeah. And obviously, I'm really hoping we get to see Jesus. I'm glad we're on the same page because I mean, like, what? I know he's on big wages, but we couldn't do anything about it. Like, we couldn't sell him in the summer. He was injured with an ACL. There's no point whinging about it. The wages are there. We have to pay it. Obviously, we're not paying it, making it sound like we're paying it. But yeah, quality player, so much experience as well. Like, even just I feel like even when he's not playing like off the pitch. He just seems like the type of guy that just gets around the team. So credit to him. Hopefully we see a little cameo at the end for him. Want to see Madueke come on as well. Not his best game at his old stomping ground at Chelsea. I thought he was quite poor to be honest. I'm not sure about him on the left, man. To be honest,
It's
kind of
hard, man.
doubting
It's
now.
it's a
But
different
yeah,
it's a different option. It's annoying.
yeah,
Like Trossard was just in such good form, and of course he gets injured. And then
yeah.
of course, Saliba gets injured after Gabriel gets injured. That no worries. We only had 6 attackers out at the same time, but now you know what? That's our best attacker for the last
Yeah.
3 months. You get injured, and then our best defenders also get injured. How about that?
Just want to
That's
mention
unbelievable.
Trossard as well. I think Trossard that Chelsea game just highlighted how much we miss Trossard. Like
Yeah, for
it was
sure.
actually insane the amount of like wastage that was on that left hand side. Like I feel bad for Martinelli. Like it was a rough game for him. You guys can check out my player ratings on the TikTok. The username will be down there. I did my player ratings there. I think I gave him a 5 out of 10. So not great. Hopefully we'll bounce back. I do want to see Martinelli come on as well. I just want to see everyone come on. Like I just want it to be one of those days, fun day,
Get them
fun
all
day.
on. Why not?
Like no, like one of those fun days where it's like 3-0 up, Martinelli, Madueke all come on and, just get some minutes in Jesus as well. So looking forward to that. I want to see Yokero's goal as well. So yeah, it's going
Oh,
to be a
that'll
good
be
game.
good.
Good game. So definitely looking forward to it. Yeah, I think we could wrap up there. Shorter one for you guys, unless there's anything else you want to talk about, George.
Nah, like just I guess on the back of us answering those questions, I think last week, keep on asking the
Oh yeah,
questions in the comments. Uh, We don't really do that controversial content at the moment,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
anything that
It'll
we
come. It'll
do,
come.
if you disagree with it, comment. If you agree with it, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. We've got a few accolades that we've reached, Cal, haven't we? In the last
Yeah, so we've reached 300 followers on the TikTok and 100 subscribers on YouTube. So thanks, guys. It's great. Let's keep this community growing. It's really fun, and yeah, keep asking questions as well. Like it was so fun answering the questions, and just want to give a quick shout out to Logan. He's a avid Spotify listener. He comments on every episode. He left us a really good question on one of the previous episodes, but I don't think we have time to get into that. But we definitely will answer that in the future. It was our what are your top five favorite games from since 2022 or something like that. So that's a really good question. So we'll definitely answer that in a future episode. But yeah, I think that's all we got time for today. 6:30 a.m. tomorrow, and also just good times as well coming up. 6:30, 7 a.m. Obviously Aston Villa, I think 11:30 or 10:30 p.m. So good
beautiful.
time to be an Arsenal fan in Australia. Unless you're in Perth, it's bit rough over there. But yeah, I think it's all we've got time for. So thanks, George. Looking forward to tomorrow, and hope you have a good day, Gooners.